Mike, NoStressMike.com. It's boy, I tell you, when you get out, when you are outside of any kind of environment, you are outside of it, and you are looking in, you see things a whole lot different. And this is one of the things, and this is what I want to talk about. I see they make a big thing about. I hear about this all the time. About you in the United States, you have the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. And I hear guns. Guns. They kill people, and so they need to restrict the guns. Now see, we're talking about the United States. So, and I'm thinking, every time they talk about stuff like this, every time, I think it's delusional. They're not even thinking right. I just saw a thing they were talking about trade. Now they're talking about trade, and one of the things that really gets me is we've had nothing but socialist, progressive, communist, New World Order types of administrations. I would say, in your face stuff since Reagan. This is the way I see it, and it's been getting worse all the time, and they're getting louder all the time. And it's things such as, being political correct. Watch what you say. You can't say this, you can't say that. These are all, they're not a problem. None of these are the problem. The problem is, who is the one that says something about it? If you hear anybody mention something about that, you can't, profiling. I made a video on profiling. I made a lot of videos on profiling, but somebody says, well, you can't profile. Okay, that person you need to watch. Okay, if if they didn't have that gun, that's the person you need to watch. And I'm not prospering like this other person. He's prospering. It must be the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poor. That person you need to watch. Because these people are all talking political. They're not talking. It has nothing to do with the subject matter that they're talking about. And so what they're trying to do is they're trying to make it sound as if their words have meaning, when you need to look past their words and look at the what do you call it? Just the reason they're doing it. I can't think of all these big fancy words, but there's a reason why they're saying that stuff. That is what you need to be focused on, and it all comes right back to three-man militia. There's you can't. They're starting all these little fires everywhere. you cannot go after all these little fires all the time. It's just enough to drive you crazy, and that's what their intent is. The whole idea, they have to break down America. The only way, there's only one way they can do it, and that is they have to go after the Constitution. So anybody that says anything that's counter to the Constitution, like I say, they're a socialist, New World Order, whatever it is. But one thing it's not, they're not true Americans. I don't give a shit where the hell they're born, or they got a paper, But the normally ones that worked to get the paper, normally they know what it's like to be an American, and they want to be the American, and they know and understand the Constitution. It's the ones that were born don't know any better, and like I say, they're breeding it in the education system. That's why you got these kids acting so stupid. And the thing that's sickening is these are going to be the ones that are going to be making the laws later on. Kind of like the dope heads in the 60s and 70s, when we were young. Those dope heads, they're the ones that are making the laws now. See, they're the ones with the twisted minds. They're the socialist ones. These are the ones that, how do we get prosperity? Do something. You can't just sit around and bitch and whine. If there's something you don't like, you go out and do something. You don't protest about it and bitch and whine about it. You do something. And like I say, if it's something that is the American way, yes, it'll go. And hey, if you don't like it like that, well, get the hell out. That's one of the good things about being an American. You don't have to put up with that shit. You can go somewhere else. So like I say, what you need to do is to be strong. And to be strong, it all starts with, like I say, the three-man militia. And remember, the three-man militia isn't three people. Really, it's two. And the thing is, you and your friend, you're learning something, you're doing something, you're prospering, and then somebody else wants to join, good. You got more help to do it. And you can learn things, and you're getting a relationship in which, and that's what all these other people are trying to do, is break down the relationship. That's why they divide and conquer kind of thing. Well, let's try to divide the American people. That's what it's all about. And by working on your own little three-man militia, you can avoid all this stuff because you're getting stronger. And then and that's the worst thing for them. Oh, they just cannot stand it because they can bitch and whine and get everybody all stirred up. But if you're not going to get stirred up, you're just going to go buy more guns and buy more ammunition and get more ready, because the time is going to happen. They're the ones that are going to have to push. They're going to push, and they want chaos. Remember, they want things to go crazy. But the Constitution is set up so we, the people, are obligated. It's our duty, our constitutional duty. It comes that we have to take steps. And we don't take steps by listening to the government. That's the whole idea of the Constitution. So, but if you're not ready, you're not organized and prepared, it's not going to work. And that's what they want. They don't want us to be organized and prepared. And all you got to do is 2 or 3 of you. And then 2 or 3, 4 or 5. And then when you get 6, now you got 2 3-man militias. It's a simple thing. And it's something you can do right now. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.